Hello everyone, I wanted to share with you today a theory, a conspiracy theory. A conspiracy that if proven to be true could spell the end of PlayStation. Well, more than it already has ended with the announcement they made of never producing discs again. Today I will tell you my conspiracy theory on how Rockstar Games may have been forced by PlayStation to go digital only with Grand Theft Auto 6, and how they were used as a pawn, a human shield, cannon fodder, if you will, for PlayStation. Let's talk about it. First, let me break down how video game discs are made. Video game developers like Rockstar have to go to the console manufacturer, like Microsoft for the Xbox and Sony for the PlayStation, and tell them, hey, we would like to have a disc for our upcoming game. Here's what we think the box art should be. Here's all the goodies we want inside, blah, blah, blah. The manufacturer says yes or no. If yes, then when it's time, the discs are made with the games on them, and in the weeks or even days before the game launches, the games are sent out to stores like GameStop, Walmart, etc., etc. My theory is this. Grand Theft Auto 6 was originally going to have a disc, even if it was going to be on 2 discs because of its size. I believe that Rockstar probably already had plans for a box, with a manual for the game, a cool map, and maybe some other goodies. Maybe a sticker. I believe this because in February of 2026, Take-Two Interactive, the parent company of Rockstar, said in an earnings call GTA 6 would have traditional physical copies at launch. I believe they went to Sony and Microsoft sometime later and were told, no, we're going to be going all digital in the next 2 years. Discs are done. Microsoft hasn't officially announced this yet, but I promise it's coming. I know what you're already saying. But that's not until 2028 and Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out in 2026. That's 2 years. Wow, I'm so proud that you can count. Yes, I'm aware. But the downsizing has already begun at the factories like the one in Thurgau, Austria, which by the way will be switching to making micro lenses that come on discs. So basically what I'm saying is, if Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be anything like Grand Theft Auto 5 and be the Grand Theft Auto game for the next 10 plus years, why would they spend the money to make discs for a couple of years just to go digital anyways? So back to the theory. Rockstar gets told they can't have a disc after their parent company has already told the world that they will have a disc. Rockstar doesn't like this idea, but they can't do anything about it. They are told not to say anything about not making discs anymore and to let PlayStation and Microsoft do it on their own time. So Rockstar announces on June 25th, 2026 that Grand Theft Auto 6 will be digital only. Fans were and are still not happy. How could Rockstar do this? How dare you, Rockstar? I'm boycotting this game. And the backlash was immense. Rockstar takes all the blame.
But you can't do this to me. You know how much I sacrificed?
They want to tell the world that it wasn't their idea, but we all know they can't do that. To add to the chaos, PlayStation began smearing Grand Theft Auto 6 art all over the platform. They changed the PlayStation app icon on mobile devices, PlayStation 5's mobile hub, and the PlayStation Store with vibrant pink, purple, and orange Grand Theft Auto 6 branding. So then, likely after seeing how much money Rockstar made from pre-orders of a digital-only product, PlayStation executives give the go-ahead. On July 1st, the news breaks from PlayStation that disc production is over, starting January 2028, and the world lost its mind. Other companies began mocking PlayStation openly online. Domino's said it would start selling digital pizzas in the UK. GameSir said they were halting production of physical controllers and would be switching to digital controllers. Politicians threatened regulatory oversight regarding digital monopoly laws, and Rockstar watched. Still battered and bruised from the beating the community had given them, they wanted to tell the world that PlayStation forced their hand, but they couldn't. So what could they do? Maybe they could somehow signal to the community that it wasn't their idea for Grand Theft Auto 6 to go digital only. Then, after much deliberation, they came up with a plan. A plan that once put into place would give me the idea for this video. On July 3rd, Rockstar supposedly told PlayStation to take down all the Grand Theft Auto 6 branding from the PlayStation app in protest of PlayStation, who forced their hand and used them as a human shield. Here's the short version of everything I just went over on a nifty little timeline I made. February 2026, Take-Two Interactive says that Grand Theft Auto 6 will have a physical disc during an earnings call. Somewhere between then and June 25th, when pre-orders went live for the game, PlayStation decides to go digital only and tells Rockstar they can't have a disc, and to not say anything about it being PlayStation's idea. June 25th, Grand Theft Auto 6 pre-orders go live and Rockstar announces it's digital only. July 1st, PlayStation announced that all future games starting January 2028 will be digital only. Then on July 3rd, Rockstar tells PlayStation to remove all the Grand Theft Auto 6 branding changes that PlayStation had made in rebellion of their digital only decision. And that's where we are today, folks. We don't know what announcements are around the corner, but I assure you, I'll be there to make a video about it. Until then, I rest.